Good morning, Barstow. Today on BTVN, we have alumni guest Sage Holmes joining us. Welcome back, Sage.
Thank you all so much for having me. It's so fun to be back behind the news desk. I really missed it.
Yeah, I'm so glad we could host together. We'll be right back after the intro. So Sage, how has college and cross country been?
It's been awesome so far. The men's and women's team both won our last meet, and we're gearing up for conference in 3 weeks.
Oh, that's great. Well, speaking of cross country this weekend, we had conferences at St. Michael's with some really good times and places. Jackson and Mimi had some fast times on the course, and I ended up getting 6th.
Congrats, that's so awesome. With some more sports news, boys soccer won a championship in Joplin this weekend. Congrats to everyone on the team.
Boys soccer also has a game tonight at Van Horn. JV plays at 5:30 and varsity plays at 7. Make sure to wish them good luck today.
Getting into some events happening tomorrow, there is an admission open house tomorrow at 9 for new families interested in Barstow. Also at 3:45 tomorrow, middle school Lego Robotics is going to the Idea Space.
Wow, Sage, you really fell right back into hosting. How's it being back on the Barstow campus as an alum?
It's really nice to be back, but things have definitely changed a lot since I've been here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of being an alumni, let's check out Helton's piece on Barstow alum and Emmy Award-winning writer Taylor K. Phillips.
Hi, I'm Helton Walker, and I'm here with Emmy Award-winning writer, actor, comedian, and Barstow alum, Taylor K. Phillips. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me. So I am now a writer for Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, which is a TV show on HBO. It's a late night show, but it's weekly, and so we dive a little deeper into the stories and the topics that we cover. And my job is writing for them. My background is in comedy and performance, but now I write for the TV, which is like a crazy and very cool and wonderful thing to be able to say.
So what drew you to your current career?
I think that I've always known that I wanted to work in entertainment with words somehow, which is, I love performing, and I wrote a lot of my own stuff, and I write a lot of my own stuff. I do stand up, I do sketch, I do sort of other types of comedy where I get to get up and be in control of the way that my words are said. But I've also, ever since I was a kid at Barstow, been doing short humor pieces or saying kind of irreverent things in essays that some teachers didn't like and some teachers liked. And figuring out the way and the difference between making someone laugh or feel something just on the page, just with your words, or being able to have a little bit more control with performance. So I came to this because it was one of the only things that I think I can do with my life while enjoying my life.
How exactly has Barstow shaped your character and ideas?
For a really long time while I was getting this job, because it takes a long time and a lot of different things to break into TV, and a lot of that is luck. But for a long time, I was an SAT and an ACT tutor who also helped students with their college essays. And the biggest thing that I learned is that Barstow taught me how to write in a way that I didn't even realize was happening until I left. And then, of course, there was also the theater component. And Mr. Kohler was always someone who fostered and encouraged this idea of what it means to make something completely and to be totally committed to it. And the biggest thing that the Barstow teachers prepared me for was going out into the world and being taken seriously. The thing that my teachers always impressed upon me was the responsibility to know the difference between what is a draft and what is ready to go. and that there is a journey and that there is work in between. And there is always a way to make it better, to make sure that you're putting out the best thing that there is.
How did Barstow prepare you for your future profession?
It was actually more about how I ended up getting to my profession. It takes a lot of the idea that at Barstow I was doing a whole bunch of things, really forces you to prioritize in a way that is not consistent. Nobody at Barstow told me I couldn't handle what I was putting on my plate. That was up to me to decide.
What were some obstacles that you faced to get where you are today?
The whole thing is an obstacle, right? There's a lot of rejection involved, but it's an obstacle that you knew was going to be there. I had a lot of rejections that hurt sometimes more than others. But it didn't feel necessarily like an obstacle because I was prepared coming in to know that that was something that I was going to have to deal with.
What is your main motivation in life?
I have always said from the time that I was young that I didn't want a quote unquote career. I wanted a lifestyle. And I have happened to find something that I really love, that really matters to me to do. And I think what really motivates me is knowing that so many people don't get to do that. And I'm motivated by how lucky I find myself. And that is not an opportunity to be wasted. I am very, very fortunate in a lot of ways. Some I've earned and some I haven't. And I think it's my responsibility to do as much good with that as possible. I don't think that always means being nice, being reverent, or easy to deal with. But I do think that there is a responsibility to goodness and to awareness of the world we live in and the position that I find myself in.
Thank you for your time and have a good one.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Great piece, Helton. It's always so interesting and insightful interviewing former Barstow students. If you would like to check out the full unedited interview, the video will be posted on our Knights Media 1884 YouTube channel. Well, it's been fun being back, but it looks like that's the end of our show. I'm Sage.
And I'm Issa. Have a great day, Barstow.